everyone, welcome to Genic Education. So this is the first question, the G score series. This is a very good question, right? So it will give a clear cut idea about how to convert a vector from one coordinate system into another coordinate system and how to calculate the line integral of that vector along any path given, right? So we have to calculate the line integral of the vector along any path. Okay, so here one figure is given, so we have to calculate the line integral of the given vector along the path L, where L is the circular edge of the volume in the form of an ice cream cone shown in figure. Okay, so this figure is having a shape of an ice cream cone. Okay, so for that ice cream cone there will be one circular edge. Okay, so we have to calculate the line integral of this vector along that circular edge. And how the circular edge is? The circular edge is like this. Okay, it is the direction shown. Circular edge, right? This is actually the shape of an ice cream cone. Okay, having some ice cream on the top of it, right? So like this. So this is the question. Now, so before solving this question, first of all we should have a idea. Okay, in which coordinate system we have to proceed that question, right? First of all we have to identify the vector in which coordinate system it is given. Okay, so then only it will be easier to solve that question. Okay, the job will be easy to solve that question, right? So now if you observe this question, that vector is given in the Cartesian system. Okay, that vector is given in the Cartesian system, right? Now if you replace that vector there, means line integral of a dot means integral a bar dot dl. So it will be a very difficult task to solve that question, right? By using this figure. Okay, so you cannot find the integral of that given vector along this path. Okay, in Cartesian system. So for that purpose we should be able to identify in which coordinate system we have to proceed this question, right? So now actually this is the vector given in Cartesian system. Okay, so we have to calculate the line integral of this vector along that path, but the path is given in this figure. Okay, so what kind of figure it is? It is a conical, it is a cone actually, right? It is a cone. In general, how we will get the cone? The cone can be obtained from the spherical surface. The cone can be obtained from a sphere, right? Already you know this thing. Okay, so how you will get a cone? So it is obtained from the sphere. Which kind of sphere? Okay, let us suppose this is having a top surface. Okay, now if you continue this line, so it will be having this kind of spherical surface. Okay, now let us suppose right now I am writing the extending this. Now I am extending this, right? I am extending this line as a sphere. Now we have obtained this. Cone from this given sphere. Okay. Now what is the distance from this origin to this point? Let us suppose this is the point P. Okay. The distance from origin to this point will be the radius. Okay. So this is the radius. Now what about this 30 degrees angle? This 30 degrees is nothing but this 30 degrees is making an angle. Okay, this 30 degrees is the angle between the OP line with the Z axis. Okay, angle between the OP line with the Z axis. Okay, so from the analysis of the spherical coordinate system, okay, the angle made by this OP line, so with the Z axis is nothing but the elevation angle. It is also represented with theta. So theta is equals to 30 degrees here. So it is better to proceed this question in spherical system. Okay, we cannot find the answer in, it will be difficult to find the answer in the Cartesian system, right? So I have to proceed this question in spherical system. So now what are the given information? Given information here it is R is equals to 2 meters means radius of the sphere, and theta is equals to how much? It is 30 degrees. Okay, it is 30 degrees, right? So r is there, theta is there. Now what about phi? Phi is around the z axis. So around the z axis, what is phi? Phi is ranging from, it is 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi radians, because what is phi? Phi is always around the z axis. Phi is always around the z axis. So it is from, so it is the path. Which kind of path? It is a circular path. It is a circular path. Circular path around the z axis. So circular path around the z axis makes an angle from 0 to 2 pi degrees, right? So it is having, the phi is varying from 0 to 2 pi degrees. Now to proceed this question in spherical coordinate system, I have to convert this vector into spherical system, right? So for converting that vector into spherical system, first of all I should write the point transformation matrix. First of all I should write the point transformation. Okay, point transformation. What is x is equals to? X is equals to r sin theta cos phi, and y is equals to r sin theta sin phi. Okay, that is equals to r cos theta. That is equals to r cos theta. Now if you put if you spare this x square, y square and z square and add it, how much I will get? Under root x square plus y square plus z square. If you spare these values and add, you will get r, right? Now if you spare this x square plus y square under root, now you will get, it is r sin theta. Simple. Okay, x square is r square sin square theta cos square phi, r square sin square theta sin square phi. Take r square sin square theta as the common, you will get cos square phi plus sin square phi. That will give you 1. That will give you 1, right? So finally you will get r sin theta. Now here a bar will be is equals to, if you put these values, is given vector, here you will get r divided by, it is r sin theta into this x means what? X means r sin theta cos phi. What is y? Y means r sin theta sin phi. So you can take r sin theta as the common. So you will get r sin theta cos phi minus sin phi. Okay, plus into ax to ax. Okay, plus x plus y means it is r sin theta, is r sin theta cos phi plus sin phi into ky, right? So this is the thing. So now if you take r sin theta is there, r sin theta is there. So you can cancel this r sin theta here and here. Okay. So finally you will get, it is r into cos phi minus sin phi ax plus r into cos phi plus sin phi ky. Okay. So this is the a bar vector. Okay, this is the a bar vector. Okay, so is this fully transformed into spherical system? No, it is not fully transformed into spherical system, because this is the component in the direction of x, this is the component in the direction of y, means it is still is there in the Cartesian system. It is not fully transformed into spherical system, right? So what is the meaning of this? So this is nothing but, it is the component, it is the component of a in the x direction. I am writing this ax plus, it is the component of y, this is the component of a in the y direction. That means it is ay into ay, right? So it is nothing but ax ay plus az is not there, az is not there, means z component is not there, the given, right? So now, so this is the vector actually. So I have represented this vector in Cartesian system, right? Now, so this vector is in Cartesian system. Now I have to transform this vector into fully spherical system. So here, if I want to convert this vector into spherical system, it should be ar plus a theta plus a phi. So this is the transformed vector, equivalent vector in spherical system, right? So but what is what? So you have to calculate this ar, a theta, a phi by using ax and ay. Okay, so what is ax and ay? So this is ax and this is ay, right? This is ax and this is ay, right? So this is the multiplication component of ax is capital Ax, the multiplication component of ay is capital Ay. So what is ax? So here you got ax is equals to r cos phi minus sin phi, okay, and ay is equals to r cos phi plus sin phi, okay. So now to transform this vector from Cartesian to spherical, you have to use the transformation matrix. So what is the transformation matrix? So what is the transformation matrix? I am writing the transformation matrix here, okay. I am writing the transformation matrix here. So what is the transformation matrix? So the transformation matrix is removing this, the transformation matrix, I am also removing this, okay. So what is the transformation matrix? I want to calculate AR, A theta, A phi. I want to calculate AR, A theta, A phi from AX, AY, AZ. Okay. So I have to use this transformation matrix. So already we are having AX, AY, AZ. Okay. What is AZ value? Here AZ value is equals to 0. Here AZ value 0. Right. So now what is this transformation matrix? This transformation matrix is, it is sin theta, sin phi, sin theta, cos phi, okay, sin theta, sin phi, sin theta, cos phi, cos, here it is cos theta, it is cos theta, cos phi, cos theta, sin phi, cos theta, cos phi, minus sin theta, right, here it is minus sin phi, cos phi, 0. So this is the transformation matrix. This is the transformation matrix, right? So what is this value? So here if you write, so this is the sin theta, sin phi, sin theta, cos phi, cos theta, sin phi, cos theta, cos phi, minus sin theta, minus sin phi, cos phi, 0, right? But what is ax value? This is ax value, this is ay value, this is az value, right? Now if you want to replace this ax, what is this ax? Here this ax is, here this ax is r into, is r into cos phi minus sin phi, okay. Here r into cos phi plus sin phi, okay. Now what is az? Az is equals to 0. Here az is equals to 0. Now if you matrix multiply, finally how much you will get? Here ar is equals to, here ar is equals to, it is sin theta sin phi into r cos phi minus sin phi plus sin theta cos phi to r cos phi plus sin phi, right? So now if you simplify this, finally how much you will get? It is r into r sin theta sin phi cos phi, okay. Sorry, this is sin theta cos phi, this is sin theta cos phi, sin theta sin phi, okay. So this is sin theta cos phi, okay, right? So this is the transformation matrix. So this is the transformation matrix. So here it is sin theta cos phi, sin theta cos phi into r into cos phi minus sin phi. Next sin theta sin phi, sin theta sin phi, r into cos phi plus sin phi, right? So here you will get r sin theta, r sin theta cos square phi, r sin theta cos square phi. Next r sin theta cos square phi. Next minus r into sin theta cos theta, r into sin theta sin phi cos phi, right? r into sin theta cos phi sin phi. Next plus is r into sin theta sin phi cos phi plus r sin theta sin square phi, r sin theta sin square phi. So now if you simplify this, r sin theta sin phi cos phi, r sin theta sin phi cos phi. So these two terms will get cancelled. R sin theta sin phi cos phi, r sin theta sin phi cos phi will two get cancelled. So here finally you will get it is r into r sin theta. If you take r sin theta common, sin square phi plus cos square phi. Finally you will get it is r sin theta. Here you will get r sin theta. So this is the AR value. Now similarly, if you want to calculate A theta value, so this one into this one, right? Finally you will get it is r cos theta. Finally you will get r cos theta, right? Now if I want to calculate here A theta value, okay, I found AR value, A theta value and A phi value. Similarly, if you want to calculate A phi value, here you will get this is r. So these are a very important things. So here you got how much? It is AR value is r sin theta, A theta value is r cos theta, A phi value is r, right? So this is the vector. So now, these are the components along r direction. This is the component along theta direction, component along the phi direction. Now the resultant vector in spherical system is, okay. Now the resultant vector in spherical system is here A bar is equals to r sin theta AR plus r cos theta A phi plus r into r sin theta A theta r into A phi. Okay. So this is the resultant vector in spherical system. This is the resultant vector in the spherical system, right? Now you have to put this value here, okay, and you have to write this value dl bar in terms of the spherical system only, okay. You have to write that dl bar in spherical system only, okay. So now to calculate that line integral along that path given L, okay. So to calculate that line integral, first of all I should write the dl bar, okay. How can I get the dl bar? How can I get the dl bar? So how the dl bar? So dl bar, it is the differential length along the path. What is that path? It is the differential length along that path. It is nothing but differential length. This is the differential length along the path L. It is nothing but it is the differential length along A phi direction. Along the A phi direction. A phi means what? This is the direction. So this direction is called as the A phi direction. So A phi direction. So I have to calculate the differential length along the phi direction. Along the phi direction means dl is nothing but the differential length along the path L. But what is differential length along the path? That path is along. It is around the z-axis. It is tangentially around the z-axis. So the tangentially around the z direction is nothing but the phi direction. Okay. So now what will be this dl? So dl bar is the differential length vector. It is the differential length vector. It is a differential length vector along the path L. So now differential length vector will be in A phi direction, right? It will be in A phi direction. So differential length along the phi direction will be, differential length vector in the phi direction will be in spherical coordinate system is, okay, r sin theta d phi r sin theta d phi A phi. Okay. So if to know this dl bar, so you should go for the analysis of the spherical system. Okay. Differential length vector, differential surface vector, differential volume. Okay. Everything it is given in the clear cut form in my crash course, right? So differential length vector in the phi direction is, so this is the differential length. So the differential length vector will be in A phi direction, right? This is r sin theta d phi A phi, right? So now this is the differential length vector, right? But what is r here? R already we have calculated r value. Here r value is, but here what is r value? Here r is equals to 2 meters and theta is equals to how much? 30 degrees. Now this implies what is dl bar? Dl bar will be, it is 2 into sine 30 degrees, because r sin theta means 2 into 30 degrees d phi, d phi, d phi a phi. So finally how much I will get? This implies I will get dl bar is equals to 2 into sine 30. 2 into sine 30 is 2 into 1 by 2. That will be 1. It is d phi a phi. So this is the differential length vector along the path given. Okay. This is the differential length vector along the path given. So I got the a bar in the spherical system and also I got the dl in the spherical system. So I can happily write the integration required, right? So to calculate the path, to calculate the integral along the path, a bar dot dl, okay, is equals to, here I have to write what is a bar. It is r sin theta a r plus r cos theta a theta plus r into a phi, r into a phi dot dl is how much? dl is, just now we found it, it is d phi phi a phi, right? Now from the orthogonality property of the unit vectors, orthogonality property of the unit vectors, so what is this? The dot product of the two different vectors of the same coordinate system is 0, okay? That means ar dot a phi is 0 and a theta dot a phi is 0. Now a phi dot a phi is 1, okay? So finally you will get, so integral this term with this term, the dot product with this term will be 0, the dot product with this term will be 0, finally you will be left with this term and this term. So the dot product of this term and this term will be, okay, r into d phi, r into d phi. But what is the phi? Phi means, so phi is ranging from 0 to 2 pi, okay? So it is, here we have to calculate the phi along L, but L is a circular path. So that means here phi will be from 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi. What is r value? Here r is equals to 2 now, r is equals to 2. So finally you will get 2 into is phi 0 to 2 pi. So finally you will get 2 into 2 pi, it will be 5. Okay. So this is the final answer for this. This is the final answer for this question. So is there any difficulty in this question? There is no much difficulty, but understanding the question is, okay, understanding the question is taking some time, right? So if you understand the question properly, in which coordinate system we have to proceed, so the job will be very easy, right? So this is how to solve the question, right? So here we have calculated the differential length along the path, differential length. We have calculated the line integral along the path L. But if I want to calculate the surface integral, okay, this question is completed. This question is completed. The answer is 4 pi. The answer is 4 pi. Now, if I want to calculate the surface integral, now for the, just try this question. Suppose if I want to calculate, let us suppose this is surface S. Surface S. Let us suppose this is the surface given. Okay. This is the surface, top surface. This surface, top surface. Okay. S1. Let us suppose this is. Now calculate the surface integral. Now calculate the surface integral ds bar, a bar dot ds bar, a bar dot ds bar along the surface S1, top surface. Okay. This is the top surface, S1, top surface. Now calculate this one. Okay. Just try this question as a homework. Okay. And also, just I have taken the top surface. Now what if I take this surface, lateral surface, okay, this surface. Suppose if you take a cone, so I am taking this surface, okay. So you also calculate line surface integral of S2 a bar dot S, okay. to try these two questions, this one and this one. Okay. So what is this question? This surface, which kind of surface it is? Which kind of surface? Here r is equals to 2, here r is equals to 2, here also r is equals to 2. So which kind of surface it is? I am giving you a clue. So to solve this question, it is r is equals to 2 surface. Now what is this surface? This surface is, if you take any point, on this, so it is making an angle 30 degrees. It is making an angle 30 degrees. So which kind of surface it is? It is theta is equals to 30 degrees is equals to constant surface. So r is equals to 2 is equals to constant surface, right? So r is equals to constant surface. For r is equals to constant surface, we have to write the ds bar. Okay. For theta is equals to constant surface, we have to write the ds bar. So there are the two questions. You solve these questions at your home, right? So this is about how to solve and how to convert the vector from one coordinate system into another coordinate system. Okay. So these kind of questions will be asked, and these kind of concepts will be applicable with the fields also. Okay, electric and magnetic fields. Okay. So these things will be used in the divergence and Stokes theorems, right? So I hope you are getting this. Okay. So I hope this will be helpful to you. Okay. Thank you very much, and we will come with one more question in the next video.